fishing is something that you either love or you hate. Yeah, it's really time consuming, spending a lot of time in the water, often with no bite or not even seeing any sign of a fish. But once you've done it for a few years and spent a lot of time doing it, you know what you're waiting for and what you're expecting, so that makes the wait worthwhile. Basically, you're fishing for one of the biggest, fastest fish in the sea that's the most difficult to hook. And not only is it the most difficult to hook, but once you're hooked, it's the most difficult to land. So it's really up there with the top of the challenges for fishing. And yeah, it's just something really spectacular and a fishery that we need to protect and look after for the future. In our local waters and in and around the Indian Ocean, we generally get 3 different kinds of marlin that we fish for. You get the black marlin, the blue marlin and the striped marlin. They're all really different, but if you haven't seen a lot of them and you don't see them next to another one, then it's really easy to make a mistake, which is which. It's quite confusing because the black marlin actually, when he's all lit up and cross or excited, he's probably got more blue than the blue marlin's got. And the baby blue marlin's got as many stripes as the striped marlin's got. So it's quite difficult to tell the difference between them, but if you've seen quite a few of them, then it becomes a lot easier.
We were invited to go and fish the Mauritius Billfish release tournament. It's the first release-only tournament that's ever been held in Mauritius. There's been a few before where they have sort of minimum weight, so if a fish is under 300 pounds you have to let them go, but they still kill all the big fish. And this was the first time they've actually gone and put a release-only tournament. What's really good to see from a Mauritius perspective is it's not just the fishermen who are getting involved in the whole sustainability program. Big partners like Air Mauritius will plant an indigenous tree every time a plane takes off from Mauritius. So they're going about putting a big spin onto sustainability on their island. You know, they've kind of got a bad rep going around from the dodo days when they wiped out the dodos on the island, and you know, the fishing has gone down in recent years as more and more fish have just been slaughtered there. And now as the billfish is starting to pick up, they're starting to release them, and it's making a big difference. And to have tournaments like this that highlight that is going to only bode well for the country as a whole and their fishery.
Briefly, there has been many deep sea fishing tournaments in Mauritius since many years. If I'm not wrong, 40 years ago there was the first deep sea fishing competitions. What we are aiming to do today, Lux Sports and our partners, is to set up a full release tournament. Why this full release tournament? Because we think that today we need to go towards this tendency of releasing the marlins, because we need, I think it's a move towards protecting further the species, and us as anglers, fishermen, passionate of sea and fishing, I think that it's very important so that at least someone start something somewhere. And it's as I said before, it's the first deep sea fishing tournament encouraging full release. And during the week we had very good fishing, and we had some very big marlins being released, 575, 700, 800 pounds. And it's the first time in the history of deep sea fishing tournament in Mauritius that such big fish are being released. And I think, without being over proud, I'm happy to say that all together, all the teams who participated, all the crews, that we have written a little page of the history of deep sea fishing tournaments in Mauritius. So the tournament took place in the area of Black River and Le Morne, which are the famous spots on the island for deep sea fishing, well known since many years. And for this first edition we had a very good turnout because we had 10 teams registered, one local team and other teams from South Africa, from Russia, from Lithuania, from Gabon, also taking part. So I think the turnout is very good.
Mauritius is a very special place, I would say, in the Indian Ocean regarding the blue marlin mainly, because here in Black River we have a very steep drop-off, but staying very close to a reef. We don't have to go very far to get extremely deep water, going to up to 3,000 meters. And that's why all the concentration of blue marlin is mainly in front of Black River down to Le Morne Mountain, where this drop-off moves along the coast. The advantage in Mauritius is that throughout the year we have different species of fish. The blue marlin can be caught all year round, but the best month, the peak being 15th of December to 15th of February. But all year round you can catch big fish. In winter, that is from May, June, July down to October, we catch less blue marlin, but we catch bigger ones. The average weight in winter we're talking of 350 pounds, and in summer we're talking of 250 pounds average weight. And the good thing is that throughout the year we'll have different varieties of fish coming in. So say now in 2 or 3 weeks time we'll get a migration of yellowfin tuna that can last up to a month and a half, down to April. And then in April we'll get a lot of dorado coming up, dorados. And the tuna will remain throughout the year.
As we said, we made our way through to Mauritius yesterday, and yeah, we just come out of Black River this morning. There's probably about 20 knots of wind blowing, so we're going to be fishing on the inside. It's nice and flat here on the lee of the island. We've got Francisco here who's going to be our skipper for the day, and we're fishing with JPH Charters. So yeah, the guys do a lot of marlin fishing here, and it's always nice to fish with different people all around the world, learn some different things. But I'm pretty sure that the marlin will eat that wherever you go, so let's see. It's always nice to put a much darker lure close to the smoke. It's just a nice silhouette, easier for the fish to see and easy for it to bite, so perfect. Yeah, when we arrived in Mauritius, the guys from JPH Charters were really hospitable. They gave us their boat Mona 1, which is a beautiful sports fisher. I think she's about 42 foot, beautifully laid out in a solid boat. And Francesco, the skipper, and his crew, all really experienced in the area. So it was just, yeah, when things are organized like that and welcome to a tournament and to a place, it just makes things really easy, and it was really good to get to know the crew and Francesco, the skipper, and just chat to them about the fishing in the area and what their thoughts were on release. Yeah, I think the first day after couldn't have even been 2 hours, that Fathom Calico Jack, Scarlet Pimpernel, he seems to be an international flavour. Yeah, Blue Marlin came up behind him, grabbed it, and we were on with the first fish of the tournament. Yeah, our guest that was travelling with us, Theo Daly, he got in the chair and started doing the hard work. So yeah, it was a good team effort. There wasn't too much shouting. Got the spread cleared, and yeah, the fish gave us a really good show, as Blue Marlin generally do. He took probably 400-500 meters an island and then settled down. Oh, there we go. One eye on the Black River, and she on. There we go, we had a spread of various lures out, but we had that Calico Jack, the Fathom Calico Jack, Scarlet Pimpernel, Arctic Bonito colour. And it's a very strange lure. A lot of lures are much more aggressive, but it runs really straight, so often you'll get the fish coming up on the more aggressive lures, but because he runs straight, he doesn't miss it. So let's hope it stays stuck, and Theo's getting it done. Yeah, it's been 6 months or so since we tackled one of these guys, so never underestimate the strength of it or the danger, because trust me, the marlin's not having fun. Theo's having fun, but the marlin's not, so he's quite angry. until the fish got to the boat, and he was still quite fresh because he was quite a small fish, probably 350 pounds, 300 pounds, and those sort of size fish, they don't pull hard enough to tie themselves out, so they're a little bit cheeky when they get to the boat. And as we started to bring him on the leader, the camera stopped working, so we had to delay him a bit, and then once it was rolling again, we could carry on. So things can go wrong, but just make sure when he wants to go, if you're not 100% committed to holding the leader, rather let it go, because you can get really sore, go for a swim, or lose a couple digits. So rather just be careful when that's all going on.
I think they'll find like 250 or 300.
Yeah, thank you. It's okay.
It's okay. Let's pass Oliver.
Lovely.
Come on,
Number
you
one.
give us more than that. That's the Portuguese trip. So this is
No, we're on the
there,
board. The thing is, we're on the board. That's the most important thing.
Sitting in
We're on the board.
Portuguese.
Absolutely.
There we go, that's at Scarlet Pimpernel, the Fathom, Arctic Bonito. Taking it to many countries, and the blues like to eat it everywhere, so we'll put him back out shortly. Okay, let's get the lures back out.
Right, so since about more than 10 years ago, in our organization in Mauritius, we've started to really encourage and put emphasis on releasing of marlin in Mauritius. So on our side, what we've done is that each time one of our skipper catch a fish, there's a part of the fish that belongs to the skipper. So us as a boat owner, what we do is that if a client decides to release the fish, we will pay the skipper on his estimation of the weight of the fish he released. He will have the same compensation. So now everybody on the boat, either the angler or the skipper, when we talk of releasing, everybody's happy because we're speaking the same language and there's no issue about money or food or whatever it is. So the system is costing us a bit of money, but we believe in a few years' time it will be worth it. We will get it back.
Yeah, we've come to 4 o'clock in the afternoon here off Mauritius, off Black River, and we're just getting the lures in now. It's been a really good day. Theo got an awesome blue of about 300-350 pounds, and yeah, as I said, we're going to head up Black River there to La Balise and Gonna have something cold to drink, wash our Tiagras, and we'll be back first thing in the morning. So yeah, awesome day.
Yes, it's very important is that, as I said, I personally had helped to build up something, and this thing is to start really protecting the marlins here and trying to encourage, as from now, that most even local tournaments go towards full release, and I hope that this tournament will encourage them here in Mauritius, encourage all of us to do this now.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
Fine,
You saw
thanks,
last night.
congrats.
Thank you very much.
Had a good day.
Thank you very much.
After a long first day with still a little bit of remnants of cyclone weather, our team FreeSpool ended as the leading team of day one, which is a great achievement. You know, really nice for us who pride ourselves in our sustainable fishing and all of that type of thing, and release that we got the first marlin in the first Mauritius International Billfish Release Tournament. So that's a nice little feather in our cap.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. And the last.